Hey everyone, how's it going? So last time what we did is get it set up so that we're no longer seeing an error when we try and access the post page. So what we'll do now is actually load the post when this page is accessed. So what I'll do is go to home.js and copy all that code because it's going to be pretty much identical. So did we create a post page.js? I don't remember. Let me see. Maybe I closed it. Post. Oh no, we didn't close. We didn't create one, but we used it in here. We loaded it, but we haven't actually created it yet. So let's do that. In the JS folder, I'm going to create a new file and call it post page.js and just paste that in there. And what do we want to do? We want to get a single post, and thankfully we've already created the endpoint for this. When we did the reply stuff, we already made it so we can retrieve a single post. So we're going to use that. So what I'm going to do is add a slash there, and then just do plus, and then the post ID, which we don't have yet. We don't have the post ID yet, but we have it passed into the pug template. So in post-routes.js, we passed the post ID through in the payload to the pug template file. So in postpage.pug, we have the post ID at this point. So what we're going to do is something very similar to what we did earlier. If you remember, in the main layout page, we did this with the user logged in. We're going to do the same thing, but for the post ID. So let's do that. So in the postpage.pug file, right at the top, I'm going to create a script by saying script dot, and then underneath that, I'm going to write my JavaScript code. So var post ID equals, and then we need to extract it like this. Oops, and it's post ID like that. And that should be it. So give that a save, and let's make sure that worked. If I refresh the page, oh, that's the wrong site. If I refresh this page, I want to see what we've got. So that's okay. Where are we? Here. I don't remember where we are. Let me just search for a post ID equals. There we go. Okay, so I can see it added it, but it's not a string because we've just directly injected it. We need to put it around single quotes because you wouldn't ever declare a variable. You wouldn't declare a string ID like this. It's going to have all sorts of fits. So let's go and put quotes around this. So in this file, we're going to add single quotes around that, and then we should now see it as a string. If I say post ID, you can see we have access to it because we have it here. So great. Now we have the post ID, we can go back to post page and just pass that in here like that. So I think, do we have the post container in the post page.pug? Yeah, we have it right there. We have the element. So I think this will now load the page load the post we're trying to see. Let's try it out. It worked. Well, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, great. So there's another thing we need to do though, and that's to load the replies, because when someone wants to view a post, they want to see the replies and stuff like this. So we have to do that. But I think that's a good start. At least now we're viewing the post.